After 10 long days of my road trip, I need to get back into routine and I need to keep my routine.
Don't forget to breathe. Breathe. Cause every poison word that's on your breath makes me hate.
It might not look like much, but I got everything that I want to get cleaned. By the end of this, I got something pretty special, so stick around because it's gonna be pretty lit.
Just breathe. They say that what you give is what you get, but I don't see how you could handle this stuff.
I think the key to getting back into your routine is to start slow and take baby steps. You can't just go off and run a marathon. Start by running around the block. Make sure to stay disciplined. Alright, so this is just me getting back into my routine. Of course, right now I'm just staying consistent to one time going to the gym. Yeah, this is usually my routine. Do hard things. I am going today to my very first Young Mass church group. What I've learned from my life is that if you feel afraid to do something, you have to go for it. You never know unless you try. And it was pretty cool to be with like-minded people. So if something is scaring you and you have fear, go after it because the most beautiful things are on the other side of fear.
Cause I know this world is beautiful, but you're making me so cynical. I don't see this working anymore. I'm just sitting here killing time. Yeah, I know this world is beautiful, but I barely see it anymore. Go ahead, watch me walking out the door. I'm letting you go this time. So don't forget to breathe. Just breathe.
And part of my routine means doing things that I enjoy.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in old conversations. Cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my
40 degrees outside, but I'm gonna go on a run. I'm gonna take you guys with me. Alright, after finishing that run, I want to talk about my road trip. And I want to talk about the 3 lessons I learned from this road trip. In case you guys didn't know, I documented my whole entire road trip, the 10 days, all on Instagram. But now I'm making a full road trip video for YouTube. And it's coming out pretty good. Hopefully it's out by Christmas because it's a lot of footage that I had to go through. The 3 lessons I learned from my road trip. Let's talk about it. I heard somebody say, and it was one of my favorite people / mentors that I look up to. They said that they've been to the top of the mountain and there's nothing there. And I wanted to see that for myself. So when I went to Maine, I went to the top of the mountain. I went to the Cadillac Mountain, the highest point in the east. And I realized that, yeah, it was very true what he said. I've been to the top of the mountain and there's nothing there. Where he actually got his happiness from was the journey up there. We didn't even hike up there. We drove all the way there. We walked 5 minutes to the peak, and that was it. Once we got to the actual top of the peak, I didn't find any enjoyment. I think the enjoyment came from the journey getting there. This kind of applies to my life right now, where I hear from so many millionaires and billionaires that they've been to the top of the mountain. They've gotten every single thing. They've gotten their house, their cars, all the millions of dollars. Yet they were their happiest when they were in the building stage, in the beginning stage where they're trying to build, when they're trying to learn and they're learning these new skills. That's when they were their happiest. And I think this is really applying to my life because I feel really happy right now just figuring this whole thing out and making videos for you guys, but also constantly learning and seeing how I could talk better, how I could film better, how I could edit better and use my time wiser. It's all part of the journey, and it's all going to be the very best, because I'm going to look back one day on this day and I'm going to say, yeah, you're right. The journey, the hard part, the getting to the top of the mountain was the best part. And lesson number 2 is finding enjoyment in the routine. I've Last summer I figured out that there is actually a happiness code, and you kind of have to follow this happiness code throughout the day, throughout every single day, because it's actually what brings you more happiness instead of going out and traveling. Because I really thought that I wanted to travel for 6 months out of the whole entire year, but now I think it's going to be way less, because I actually find a lot of enjoyment in my routine. My happiness code looks like this: exercise, eat nutritionally good, get a bit of sun, breathe, get good sleep, and work on something that you love. I think with those things, if I can do that every single day, I feel happy and I feel the most joyful, because when I'm actually out and traveling, all I do is just wake up, explore the area, and then go to sleep extremely tired from walking so much. And I think I could only do that a couple of times a year. I can't be doing that every single day, because I really find enjoyment in the routine, and setting a routine for myself has been one of the best things, because when they say a routine will set you free, it's very true. Having that routine, having just a track to run on every single day is key for whatever you want to achieve. And I've been able to do that with my triathlon training. I've been able to do that with whatever I wanted to accomplish at the time. But routine will definitely set you free. And the third thing that I learned from this road trip is that having my family and having people to travel with was definitely a plus whenever traveling. I really thought I was able to travel all the way from Chicago all the way to Seattle, Washington by myself, but no, that would have been extremely, extremely, extremely hard, because driving takes a lot of work and just being by yourself takes a lot. I think being with family, being with those who you love is the best, because then you are able to share memories, work together, you're able to be in a team traveling together. And I think that's the best way to travel, to actually be with a team and to experience life together. I used to think that I wanted to travel by myself, but really having people to make memories with is the best. And this road trip really meant a lot to me. I realized what I really want in life, and it's not to travel constantly, and it's not to see all these places, but it's to find the routine that I love, make memories with other people that I love, and then go back into my routine and go hard again and be a lion, where you are constantly running, 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 and then you take a break, which is my travel. So those were the 3 lessons I learned. Lately, I've been working on my road trip video. I've been working on a special video about Chicago and New York. I really want to start making videos about my weeks. So hopefully I could keep on vlogging every single week and update you guys. I want to get people into my vlogs. So I think that's going to start next week whenever it's Thanksgiving. Let's do that, because Christmas is coming. Guys, it was beginning to look a lot like Christmas, and it just stopped snowing, so